Question 22. A cube has an edge length of 68 inches. A solid sphere with a radius of 34 inches is inside the cube, such that the sphere touches the center of each face of the cube. To the nearest cubic inch, what is the volume of the space in the cube not taken up by the sphere? So what we have is we have a cube. If I can draw it right, let's see. So here's a cube. A rough sketch of a cube. And inside the cube, there is a sphere, a ball, if you will. And the ball touches the edges, the center of each face. So right there at the bottom, which we can't see, but the bottom, it touches the bottom, and so on. But it takes up as much space as it possibly can. So if you would like the volume of the space not taken up by the sphere, what we're looking for is volume of cube minus volume of sphere. And that's what we're looking for. Now the cube's volume is 68, 68, and 68. So it's 68 to the third power, 68 cubed. If you look at the formula sheet, they do have volumes to look at. Let's take a look. Okay, we have the volume of a rectangular prism, which is length times width times height. You can use that for a cube as well. It'll just be length times length times length. They'll all be the same, but you can still 68 times 68 times 68 for our example. Okay. So the volume of the cube is 68 cubed. And the volume of the sphere, let's look at the formula sheet again for the volume of a sphere. And here we have the volume of a sphere. It is 4/3 pi r cubed. 4/3 pi times the radius cubed. Okay. Let's go back to our question. Okay. So the volume of a sphere, we've already figured out. It's 4/3 pi times the radius cubed. So 4/3 pi times some number cubed. Now, what is the radius of this sphere? This sphere, let's be very careful. 68 is all the way across. So the diameter from one end of the sphere to the other end, that is 68. But that's not the radius. The diameter is 68. The radius will be half of that, 68 divided by 2. You can use your calculator, it's 34. So the radius is just from the center of the sphere to that edge, and that is 34. It's half of 68, so 34 is our radius. So this would be the answer, 68 cubed minus 4/3 pi times 34 cubed. I'll do it once in the calculator and once in Desmos. So here's the calculator version. 68 to the third minus 4/3 pi, and then 34 to the power of 3, like that. And you get the answer of 149,795.7898. If you compare it to the options that you have available in the question, you would see that the answer is A. And let's do it in Desmos as well. So here I have Desmos, which works as a calculator. 68 cubed minus 4/3 pi, you can just type pi, and then parentheses 34, close it up to the third power. 14795 point some stuff. Well, if you compare it to the options, 149795, I mean 149795 and some stuff. And if you compare it to the options, it's option A. So the answer is A.